Okay, so this is embarrassing. I top dressed this lawn during the winter, and it took its time coming back because the spring was so cold and it looked patchy, and so the owner decided, at some expense, to replace the lawn completely. A radical move, but it's going to be beautiful, and the justification is the lawn was 40 years old. The last time this lawn was put in was 1985, so it's time for a new lawn, which is arriving any minute. All right, so the boys have finished rolling out the dirt. So you can see they've done a second layer of dirt on here this morning, rolled it all nice and compact. They've delivered the sod all the way around the outside, and they're taking a break. They'll be back in a minute to roll out the sod. Okay, the guys are about halfway laying the sod. You can see there's a little sod knife here for cutting it. There's a couple of them laying there. They're doing a beautiful job. I got no complaints. Well, their backs are to me, so you can pretty much see what's going on and protect the innocent. Looks like a rolled lawn to me. Well, good morning. It's early, and I've got a couple friends coming in about half an hour. We're gonna install the diver, finally, after months of waiting, in English Bay. He's pretty heavy, and he's got these loose items here on his contraption that we're gonna have to move separately and then try and rebuild in location. It shouldn't be too complicated. It's a beautiful day for it, so I'm kind of excited, and I think you should come along for the ride. We got the diver on the dolly, and we got to get him through this narrow passage, down the hall, out through the loading bay doors, and into the back of my hatchback, which just fits very tight, but we'll make it go. You know, where there's a will. Okay, I think you get the idea. We made it to English Bay. We gotta get the diver into that flower bed over there, and we gotta mount him on a post. So you guys have to go with the bin first, and if you step on any plants, don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm the gardener, so I'll fix it. I mean, try not to kill them. If it happens, it happens. Okay, so let's do a test lift and see how that feels. Okay? What do you think? Not bad? Okay, so you guys are in first. Inch by inch. This is the tricky part.
They're installing it. They got to go up into the garden.
There we go. Are we getting close? Okay. We'll just slide them down. That's okay. All the way to the bottom. Awesome.
Wow,
Okay.
they did it!
Now, you guys come on out and I'll fix the turn on it. Yeah.
Do you have
Oh, what fun!
Wow!
That's great. Vancouver's not known for its museums. Our art gallery is almost in its current location. Our Marine Museum, our Science Museum, Space Museum, but tucked away on the UBC campus, maybe half an hour drive from downtown, so it filters out a lot of tourists, is one of the best museums I've ever been to in my life. And this is the Museum of Anthropology right here, I'm out in front of, and it's been closed for more than a year for renovations, and opens in 2 weeks on June 13th. So book your next trip. Out back behind the Museum of Anthropology are some longhouses and totem poles that will be open to the public once this place gets going again. But while I'm here, I just want to tell you a hilarious COVID story. It's so weird. I shake my head thinking about it. Just days before COVID hit Vancouver, a new organization started here called Ethos for Youth, a youth organization, science-based, STEM-based, STEAM-based. Right at the time of COVID, they were offering a March break uh, special camp for teens that was funded by Microsoft, and it was going to be all about, I don't know, science. I can't remember. It was a while ago. And then COVID hit and the whole thing was canceled, and Ethos went online and became an online presence during COVID and a really important resource for our daughter, who would meet with them by Zoom every week. And then things, calmed down, and they had their first in-person event. And I walked into the event, and everybody in the entire room except our daughter was black. And I thought, this is interesting. There's not many people who are black in Vancouver. It's a small population. And as the evening progressed, I started to suspect that, well, maybe this is actually a black youth group and we never really noticed, which was the case. And Ethos is a great organization that does focus on black youth, and was very happy to accept our daughter as a member. She's still a member this many 4 years later, and she's inside the Museum of Anthropology right now, putting together a special exhibition that's opening in August. I cross my fingers. With the rest of the Ethos youth group, they are presenting 4 new cultures that they've created themselves that are Afrocentric, but they also include other cultures. And there's a bit of science fiction involved. And I'll report a little more when the time comes. But it's such a crazy story, such a COVID story, that I had to pass it on to you. Okay, until next time.